asking me to connect to YouTube. I feel that we may already be connected to YouTube hundreds of times, but OBS knows best. Here we are. We are live on the YouTube. If it sounds okay. Okay. Oh, ouchies. This is officially farther than I ever made it in this game in my youth. We watched the cutscene last time, but we'll watch it. I don't know who that big boy is. It's not yet been explained. Really, Akuma? It could be. It's Ogre. It looks kind of like Ogre, doesn't it? I mean, if you think of the original, the NES games, levels were themed first after cool areas they could be in, a city, underwater, whatever else, and then the story is just a flimsy excuse to get you from point A to point B. So it's kind of like that. Oh, we don't keep our money because it's chapter challenge. So I think we should stick with this as our weapon of choice. Bennett, hello, welcome to the chat. What's up? Welcome if you're just joining us now on the YouTube. We are playing some Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. We stream these kind of games like 3 to 4 days a week. What do I do if I accidentally ate someone in real life? I never have done it. Let me know what you do. Said hi, hello. Welcome to the chat. Welcome, guys. Hope you guys are doing all right. Let me know if the stream looks okay on YouTube. I do get an error sometimes about the bitrate on YouTube, but everyone I ask says it looks fine. So let me know what you think about that. Okay, I'll try and get back to you. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And this weapon works really good against these guys. But welcome. Hope you guys are doing all right. I'm doing well. I'm a little tired. It's been a long day with work and just finished up some tax stuff. You guys know it's tax season. So I'm running low on energy, but it's always nice to see some folks in the chat. Thanks very much if you guys liked or subbed. I have notifications on, but they do not always go off. So thanks very much if you subbed and I didn't. Thank you. It does really help the channel out. We're still a very small channel. What game am I playing? This is Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, which is supposed to be. It just came out on Steam. It's like the definitive version of Ninja Gaiden 2. I don't know how to get back up now that I've fallen. I need life alert. I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh, here. So I never finished this game when it was originally a 360 era game. I never finished it. So this is a good opportunity for me to finish it because they just announced the Ninja Gaiden 4. So they released this kind of to celebrate. So I want to finish this in number 3 before the 4th one come out. I didn't sleep yesterday, the day before. It gets dangerous after 48 hours, I think. That's what I heard. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. through this. And we are also live on Twitch. If you hear me responding to a chat that you don't see on Twitch or on YouTube, maybe somebody on the other chat. This is like a hardcore action game. If you like Devil May Cry, to a lesser extent, it's kind of like a predecessor to like modern Souls likes, like Dark Souls and stuff like that. Obviously, it came out before they existed, so it's hard to call it like a predecessor, but it's kind of similar. I'm gonna join on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/MTSL Xerox. That's kind of the main location for the stream, and then I put clips to YouTube afterwards. So we do upload like 3 to 4 shorts a week. How do I get back up? This? Yes, success. What am I playing? Did I not answer? I'm sorry if I didn't like answer clearly. This is Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, which is very confusing. I believe it is Ninja Gaiden 2 Black rather than Ninja Gaiden Black 2. Because it is the game is Ninja Gaiden 2 and it's the Black edition. The like definitive edition. Because there's a Ninja Gaiden Black, which is the first game, definitive edition. This is available on Steam now, and it's available on other platforms too. It's been on console for a while, but it just came to Steam recently. Well, thank you for the question. How are you doing? Let's bust on out of here. Oh, he broke my guard. That can happen a lot in this game. We are on the very hard difficulty. Success. Maybe there should be a save point just around the corner. This game on Xbox for free? I don't think so. Monkey Donuts, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Hello, I'm on Twitch now. Oh, you're the guy from YouTube chat. Welcome to the Twitch chat. It's a little more comfier here. We got emotes and all that good stuff on here. We don't have any of that on YouTube because I'm not monetized yet on YouTube. This is not. I don't think it's on Game Pass. If that's what you mean, if it's free. I don't believe it's on Game Pass. Hey, thanks very much for the follow. I don't know what's up with the notifications. They work when they feel like it, dude. I've tried like 3 different apps to get the notifications working smoothly and cleanly, to no avail. It might be though. I don't have an Xbox. I did not look. But you can probably get the original version for peanut. I don't know if it was on the last gen Xbox, but you might be able to get it for peanuts. What happened if you died? Does it go to your last save? So at each save point, which is the dragon statue, which I passed one just a little while ago, you heal to full the first time you save there. Kind of like a bonfire in Dark Souls, but only the first time. Yeah, if you die, you go back to the checkpoint with the health you had then. You do not get your health restored. So there's no limit to how many lives you have. You can retry as many times as you need to, particularly on boss fights. But they're a little stingy with the healing items. So you have to be mindful of your healing. I might die from that. When enemies are disarmed like that, you can execute. Interesting. Yeah, it's somewhat ahead of its time. This game's like more than 10 years old. This one. There was a third one, and then the fourth one's coming out soon. So it was, in terms of like pushing the envelope on difficulty, it was kind of ahead of its time. you know, most 360 era games were all open world. What the heck is that? What's one of these guys? Scoop. Oh, we're just like linear, you know, not linear, open world games. They weren't really focused on difficulty. This is pretty tough. But I play this every day. So usually we start. This is mainly a fighting game channel. If you like games like Street Fighter and Tekken, you're in the right place. You know, smash that subscribe button, all that good stuff. We usually do 1 or 2 chapters of a single player game like this to warm up with, depending how long it takes us. And we do other stuff like Pokemon TCG Pocket and other things. Imagine chopping someone's arm off and saying you've been disarmed. Yeah, I was thinking of, like, I didn't mean to say it literally, but it came out literally. It can also be like their leg. It can be any limb, but usually it's the arm. So I said disarmed. Yeah, I mean, he is disarmed. In both senses of the word. But the enemies will do, like, desperation attacks once they're missing an arm or a leg. Like, some of the enemy ninjas can, like, self-destruct on you and stuff like that. But the big sword's particularly good at it. So their levels, yeah. It's like, it's discrete chapters. It's not a big open world game. So this is chapter 13 or 14. So you see here, when I save at the save point, it'll say heal and save. But once I've done that once, now it just says save. You can only heal once. There's like, I think there's like 17 chapters or something like that, based on what I see from the main menu. I told the story the last couple of streams, but this game is famously like the one that got away from me. When I was younger, I was in high school when this game originally came out, and I bought it for 360 with my. It was one of the first games I bought with my own money. I had a job at a sub shop, and I was playing it. I was about here. I was in the previous chapter to this one, and I got in a fight with my dad, and he knocked my Xbox over, man. Sorry, shout outs to my dad. I've told the story like 5 times now on the channel, so if he ever watches this, he's like, yeah, whatever, we got into a fight. Like, we don't gotta tell it 10 times on stream. But we did, and he knocked my Xbox over, and it chewed the disc up. Which back then, that's like a death sentence. There was no digital games, you know. There was no, like, it was harder to scam your way into an extra copy. It was like you were just screwed, and I was, and I never finished the game. It put the ring around the CD, and the Xbox would not read the disc anymore. I forgot the name, but it's like the Star Wars one. The what you call it? I played the first one, Fallen Order. I really like that game. That game's awesome. It is like that. It is like that, where it's big open levels, but it is discrete levels. Yeah, exactly. If you know what I mean. Yeah. There's a little bit of exploration. This is like 80% combat. Yeah. There's a little bit of exploration and platforming like that, but it's like 80% combat. Where Fallen Order is maybe like 60-40. I liked Fallen Order a lot. I have not played the second one yet. Jedi Survivor. Do I have 250? 250 what? 250 Sud? Oh. Only thing I cared about was the poncho. I think I got all the ponchos. I don't remember. And there's a way you can keep wall running if you're good at it. This guy in the YouTube chat about to ask me for money. I ain't giving you money. You give me money. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. If I don't make it this time, I'll give you 250 USD. Oh, don't delete that. Scrub the VOD. This time for sure. This time for sure. Easy. Give me my money. I bought what you call it, the second one, Jedi Survivor. I bought it on launch day, and I was like, I'm locked in. I'm gonna start it on launch day. It's still sitting in my Steam library. It's very different from being younger when it was like I wish I had money for more games. Now I have all the games, but I have no time to play any of them because I'm old. I would like to get that health. Thank you. The blue orbs are health. I think I'm dead. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. And thanks to anybody who's new here. We do stream like 4 days a week, so I hope we'll see you guys again. Let's run it back. And so now where you see we're all the way back here at that previous show. That's ours more of a stealth and puzzle game. Yeah, and you have to like I like the ones where you gotta use the force powers to like stop the wheels at a certain point and stuff like that. That was a pretty good use. So we had not seen that much in a Star Wars game. People call it all. It's almost a Zelda-like. It's somewhere between a Dark Souls game and a Zelda game, which I thought was an interesting idea and well executed. Certainly, when we heard, they were giving exclusive Star Wars rights to EA, everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's over! It's over, bro! Like, there's never been another good Star Wars game again." So certainly, with that in mind, we did pretty well. I'm dead. The thumb emote is my most used emote in other channels, which gives me a report. It says like which emote do your subscribers use the most in other channels, and the sideshow thumb is the most used always. So you guys can thank my girlfriend for that one. She did the like photoshopping on it. It looks fantastic. And sideshow himself, of course, who's the friend of the channel. I'm just gonna use some Ninpal. And thanks for hanging out, guys. This is a fun stream so far. I just gotta be slightly more mindful of the throw. That's all. The throw is what's doing all the damage. These guys are not doing that much. Famous last words. Just don't get scooped by the big guy. Is the water passively damaging me? I was not even like noticing that. A little, look, a little. My health is going down. Oh, there's a skull up there. I didn't notice last time. So the skulls are like optional collectibles. Like we talked about before, having a little bit of exploration. That's really the only thing you can get in this game. How do I get up there? Can I go this way? Maybe we should clear these guys out first. There's one thing you hate about Jedi Survivors. Do tell. Do tell. As long as it's not a major spoiler. Because I am still planning on playing it. I'm trying to think of the best way to get up there. Do I have to start along the wall here? And then like transfer? I don't think so. That'd be, oh, maybe. No, that's just because I see what's happening. Okay. If I just jump really high, is it like at the highest height I can? No, there's no way. Maybe it's from here. Maybe it's from here. Yes. Big brain. Success. We did it. That feels good. Yay. Thank you. Thank you guys for believing in me. I'm the kind of player where I will get like absolute tunnel vision on something like that and spend a half an hour on it. So fortunately for you guys, it did not take that long. That's what the most recent short I put up, I talked about that. That like I sort of self-imposed difficulty on myself. I'm like, no, I know this weapon's better, but I want to do this with that weapon. And then I'll spend a really long time on something, which is probably not a good thing to do for the stream. So I try to pick games for the stream where I won't do that. Although people also say you should just do what you like. Like it shows across to you guys if I'm having a good time, which with this game I am. Was farther than we got last time. Which way? What? Sorry, I talk too fast sometimes. Let me know if I am talking too fast. There's no hints at all. I had to figure everything, little detail out. I don't think that's much of a spoiler. So I tend to, with exceptions, I prefer games that way. I like minimal tutorials and hints, or at least you should make it optional. That's the thing. The best of both worlds, make it optional. Like, go ahead, just have an option right here in the options menu that just says hints on or off. There, this game has it. Any game tutorial off. Thank you. There's also a temple like this in the first game, and it seems like it's the end of the game, but in fact, it's not. You have like 5 more chapters to go. Now, like some hints at first, especially if it's done well. If there's great videos about this, like Mega Man X is one of the great examples of this, where if it's done really well, the game will kind of naturally teach you how to play in the first couple of levels. That doesn't mean you can't have text tutorials, like signs that you read and things like that. You can still have that, but it's better to teach the player by showing them. In my opinion, anyway. That's why I'm kind of into knowing the game, the characters, the map. Yeah, it's a fine balance because especially with story stuff, if you overload the player a lot in the first hour or so, which is where it's inclined to be, right at the start of the game, that's where it's going to show you all the characters. It's going to teach you about the setting and the mechanics and the gameplay. But the problem is if you do too much of that, then you're overloading the player. It's like you're watching a movie for the first 2 hours, which I think is not ideal, although that is subjective. It can be hard, especially modern games have so much going on. It can be hard to find the right balance. In my opinion, I prefer to err on the side of gameplay, but that does depend on who you ask. And yeah, it's good if you have both. It's good if you say, hey, this is a tutorial level. Do you want to skip it? I want that to be more of a thing. That's almost like an accessibility option to me. It's like, I want to have the option. I think somebody mentioned the new Indiana Jones game has separate difficulty settings for the puzzles and for the combat. So if you prefer, you can turn on hard puzzles, but easy combat. I really like stuff like that a lot. They gotta do more stuff like that. That should be a new standard. And it should not be a microtransaction. Hot take. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I will clip that, I think. That was good. So thank you for bringing that. That's why I like having an active chat, because it's easier for me to find stuff to clip if you guys provide, topics to discuss. Not that I can't. If everyone on Reddit is like, just keep talking to yourself. Don't get me wrong, I can do that, but it's easier if I don't have to. Yeah, I got an ad. Sorry, we run like obviously you can't hear this if you got the ad. We run like 2 minutes of ads per hour. It keeps pre-roll ads up, and it does support the channel, although a very small amount. No shade to Twitch. I had to report it on my tax returns, and it was like so little money. I was like, why? What? But that's okay. But thank you if you do watch the ads. I do make money from those ads, so thank you. I forgot to clip the thing I said I was gonna clip. I might have wolfed it. We back. Welcome back. I was actually talking about the ads because you said that. I am monetized on Twitch, so I do make money from the ads. So we do appreciate it. We only run like a minute and a half or so, whatever the minimum that Twitch likes you to run. Is that a dragon? Yes, but these are like trash enemies. They're not even hard. The big demon guys are harder. Guess we don't need anything really. We have two of each healing item, which is probably more than enough. And sorry, when I tab out, the game audio stops. That can't be helped, I think. Charge him up. And oh no, he's not disarmed. Oh. There we go. Yeah, those guys are tougher. If they get you in the diving grab, you could be in trouble. There's the save point. We gotta deal with these guys first. So I have to kill them. It won't let you save if you're in combat. So I have to clean them up first. He's dead already. Okay. Now let's go save. I think we're maybe at the halfway mark of this chapter, approximately. Can be midway bosses, but not in every chapter. So we will just have to see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's kind of trippy. I want to not miss a skull if there is one. You can do this. Let me see if I can show it. There's a good air combo you can do. It's kind of unneeded on the little guys. But on some bosses, if it lets you do that to them, that's like your max damage. Some bosses can't be juggled. All these guys. Isn't that fun to get that in the chest? That's what I mean about it having a little bit of that Dark Souls DNA in it. I might actually die here. Yep. They're pretty OD, man. What's one of the first games I played on a console or PC? Mine was Plants vs. Zombies. I love Plants vs. Zombies, man. I never have finished it. I also really liked Garden Warfare. We streamed that for a while. The Plants vs. Zombies FPS. That was pretty fun, man. That game never got enough love. First games ever? That's hard to say. The first console that we owned was a Super Nintendo. So we had Super Mario World. But I didn't like to play it when I was a little kid. My sister always tells the story that I was scared to play because I was scared of dying. But that still probably is. Maybe I played something sooner than that at a friend's house. I must have. Because that must be why I wanted it. Yeah, there's the suicide attack I was talking about. but that's probably one of the first ones. And then PC, we got Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 year for Christmas, which I still love Roller Coaster Tycoon. But again, I was like 8 maybe. It was 99. I was born in 90, so I was 8 or 9. But again, I must have played something before that for my parents to know, hey, he likes PC games. I also discovered emulators at a very young age, if you know about emulators. Like, I played SNES games on emulator back in the 90s because my friend showed me how. So I played all kinds of stuff that way. My neighbor had an NES, and that's where I first played Zelda. I didn't have one. I always thought the NES was cool and exotic, even though I had an SNES. I didn't really realize enough to know, oh, mine's a newer version. I just thought, oh, she has a different console, and that's cool. So that's where I played Mario 3 and the original Zelda games, which I still love, even though I did not have them. So my education is kind of older school than I am, even though I was born in 90. I played a lot of games from the early 90s and from the 80s. Because I was also, bro, we didn't have that much money. So I was always a console generation or two behind. All right. Now, cutscene does not always mean boss fight. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. What the bot said, man. Thanks for subscribing and all that good stuff, guys. We appreciate it. We're still a small channel. And we do got a Discord. If you guys want to chat with other folks about games and stuff, !mark Discord. We'll spit that out. The bot hasn't shilled that in a while. I have never seen this cutscene before because I have never been this far. They are locked in. That's why this game's rated M. That is very spicy for 2007. I've only ever played Mario, the newest one, the 3D one on Switch. Oh, Wonder, Wonder's awesome. I 100%ed it. I did all the secret missions and stuff. That was off. I do have a capture card for streaming Switch games, but I don't use it that much. Oh, they talked about this guy earlier.
I bring before you the demon statue, endowed with life and power once again.
Yet all is not as it should be.
What is happening?
Can you not sense it? It is the eve of the arrival of the almighty Archfiend. And all the souls gathered in this place stand ready to be joined as one. Yet a heretic of the filthy dragon lineage
That's me.
swaggers about, polluting our ritual with his foul stench. And you cannot smell it?
An unpardonable lapse, sire.
Fear not, Elizabeth.
What's the Discord link? I'll grab it in a second. I don't want to tab out. We'll mess up the cutscene.
Now,
I thought this guy was dead already.
purge this loathsome intruder from our midst.
As you command.
We got a bit to go. Let's see the Discord link. Could be here. Could be here. There you go. Mads got it. Thank you, Mads. Everybody be on your best behavior, guys. Pretty girl in the chat. Why isn't it burning her hands? A great question. Logic is definitely out the window in these games. It's not like it's set in the real world, but yet there's no consideration made for physics or realism. That's just one example. Should put this Ninpo on. it's a crowded area. I joined the Discord. Thanks, man. We talk about lots of stuff there. Like I said, this is mainly a fighting game channel. So you see there's mostly a bunch of the guys complaining about Tekken right now because there was a really bad patch and everyone's mad at Tekken. But we talk about other stuff too. We got a Pokemon TCG channel. We're always glad for suggestions on what to do next on the stream. I post pictures when I cook good food. Everyone's very friendly. And no fighting game players have a reputation for not being the most friendly, but we only got high quality people. Try to get a big string going so I can kill like 2 or 3 guys at once. That would be nice. The nice thing is the execute, as you can see, can do a little bit of AoE damage. So if you're in a crowded area, it's good to keep an eye out for when you can do one. Because obviously it's going to finish that guy off, but it also knocks the other guys off of you. I think we got him. We're gonna do that? Yeah, you can do the running grab with this. Maybe it's infinite guys, and maybe I have to get to the top. Best viewers on whatever.com. We got bots. I'm popular with the bots. You ever played Assassin's Creed? That is generally not my kind of game. Mads may have more of an opinion on that. That is generally not my kind of game. Like, that's a little too far on the story heavy side for me. And they're a little slow paced for me. Although I think they're cool. It's a very cool concept. I like the story concept that it's like a meta story is a cool idea. But I never got that into them. The third one is set in we dead? I think we died here. Set in early America, which is a cool idea. They've done a lot of cool settings, which I appreciate. I'm not sure if it's here. Yeah, she knows me. But she played. I thought she had played though. We way back here. How far back did we just go? Oh no. See, that's what I mean. This game can be dangerous sometime. What does I think about going back and playing Uncharted though? Uncharted seems like something I would like more. And a lot of those are on Steam now, right? I don't even know. I know I've gotten old because I don't know what's console exclusive anymore. Like I used to know each franchise. Oh, that's Xbox, that's PlayStation. I was a Nintendo fanboy, kind of. Now I only am on PC and I don't know anything that's not on PC. It might as well be from outer space to me. Besides Astro Bot, man. I want to play Astro Bot. I bought it, but it got quite boring fast. Yeah. So those games, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It came from an era where games started to be more about hours in game than quality of those hours. Like, and I understand if you're Joe Average. Like when I was a kid, I got 1 or 2 games, maybe 3. Right? I got 1 game for my birthday, 1 game for Christmas, and maybe 1 more if I saved up my allowance. And that's it, man. Forget about living a memory card or something like that. Forget about it. So you had to pick wisely. If you only could get 2 games per year, buying a game with 100 billion hours of gameplay maybe seems appealing. For me, I prefer a nice, tightly paced 10 to 20 hour game that's not too repetitive. Like those kind of games, yes, there's tons of encounters and tons of side quests, but like you said, they get repetitive after a while. Not my preference. The first one's very different from the second and third. If you care about story, but if you care about story, you have to play it. That's a good point. Because the meta stories all interrelated, right? I didn't really follow it that much. But the later one, the pirate ones and the early America one seems cool to me. And obviously the new one's set in Japan, although I think it got review bombed which does not speak to the actual quality of the game. I would have to play the game to make an evaluation. Well, this guy has something. Success. I can't hit that guy. But I just don't know when I would have 50 hours to sink into one of them. We should do Cliff Notes versions of games. Like, now the games are so long, they should be like, okay, if you want to play this game, it's on your backlog, but you only have 10 hours. Here's the patch to make it a 10-hour game and cut out all the bullcrap. That's a $1 million idea. I should make that service. That one's free. I mostly spend my time playing GTA, but once you got everything, it's just boring. There's a lot to do in that, though, especially if you're into the multiplayer, which they're still updating, right? They're still updating GTA Online, which is like makes my head explode. I mean, I guess they're still updating Minecraft. Minecraft just got a movie that made like $1 bajillion, even though it's 15 years old. So the idea of games having like set release dates is like kind of obsolete. Like the game is still active if it's still being updated. And that's it. A game that came out last week can be dead, and a game that came out 20 years ago can still be active. It just depends on if the developer is supporting it, if there's people actually playing it. The fighting games have both problems. Rest in pepperonis. I just wonder if I'm actually supposed to fight these guys, or I'm supposed to try and get to the top of the stairs. That is the thing that I'm wondering. Okay, there seems like there's a limit based on that more spawn at a certain height. So we'll try and fight it out. But since more keep falling, I'm not sure, man. If you're interested in Zelda games, you might like the exploration. I have 25 million quid in the game on all the cars. I'll try Legend of Zelda. I think the OG ones, if you have Switch Online, I think they're free. The NES and SNES ones, which are still great games today, especially Link to the Past. But both the ones that are on Switch are good too. Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom has that quality where you can play it for like 200 hours. Because all the side challenges, you can tackle them in all different ways. Like there'll be a room where, okay, you have to build a contraption to get that ball in that hole. But there could be a few different ways to accomplish it depending on which equipment you have. So it's very replayable. That game's good. I never finished it though, because I'm a fraud. Should we heal? I'm going to say yes. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the original Legend of Zelda. As many people have memed over the years, because the main character is not Zelda. It's Link. It's the Legend of Zelda. You're not Zelda. Xerox can give you a whole timeline as Zelda games? Yes, I am knowledgeable about these kinds of things. Translation, I'm an old man. Oh. Won't scoop me. Can we arrow this guy down? This might be the last guy, so we'll play it safe. Oh, we went for the... We easily could have just killed him by now. Easy. Oh, there's more. Yeah, I wonder if it might be infinite guys. We'll just hold this. We did get to heal. If it considers you out of combat, you'll heal back to the red spot on your health bar. I have no idea if you're actually meant to fight all these guys. There is a limit to them, so I would say that you are. This is intense, though. Mostly stop playing console type games. I am 90% PC games at this point as well. I do own a Switch and a Steam Deck as well, which I hoped would help me with my backlog, but really it has not. Because every game takes like 50 hours now, so it doesn't matter. I mean, if you get a job, it doesn't matter. You're not getting through more than one game a month. Oh, health. Glorious health. VR like Gorilla Tag? I played Gorilla Tag for a while, man. That game was mad fun. That's just such dumb fun. I played it when it was in early access. We have a Quest 2, which we don't use that much. No, 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 no. That's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. Do I dare heal again? I don't want to do all that over again, man. Oh, glorious health. Oh. Bro, there's so many guys. There's some health. There's a lot of health on the floor. Beautiful. There's so I don't know if you're really supposed to fight all these guys. Let's just get to the top here and then see what happens. Maybe the door will be locked or something. So by logic, this should be all of them. Ain't no way. We're going Dynasty Warriors mode. See, I'm wondering if it might be endless. Oh, is that it? This guy? No, there's still more coming from the bottom. I think we gotta move on with our lives here. We can. I don't know if I can get up the wall. Oh. Oh no, bro. The game's ruined because any lobby you're in just gonna have 5-year-olds saying you want to play mini games. Reminds me of Roblox. And when I join them in mini games, they just get annoyed. I thought about that because even when I played some VR games, you can tell that some people are very young. Like you said, you kind of can tell. And I'm like, it's hard for me to get my head around the idea of young children playing unsupervised VR. But of course, it's happening out there in the world right now. But that's kind of weird if you think about it. Like, maybe they are supervised, right? Like, I shouldn't judge. Maybe their parent knows what they're doing. But maybe they don't. Like, maybe young kids are in their room alone playing VR, meeting strange people. And that's weird. That's all. There's not really a conclusion to that thought. So, I don't know if we're meant to fight all those guys. That was crazy. We do got an ad coming up in 2 minutes. I'll try to be good about disclosing. I don't know if it pops up on screen for you. But the mods can delay it if like something hype is happening. The mods can always delay it. Even a parent supervising young kids should not be playing GTA. Yeah, it's very normalized now. Like when I was a kid, so you asked about first games, and my first M-rated game I remember clearly was Resident Evil 4. Not my first time playing one, but my first time owning one, for sure. I was 14 or 15. And of course, M is technically supposed to be 17 and or older. So I told my mom, hey, I want this game with my birthday money, but when I go to purchase it, they're going to ask for a parent to, to see some ID because it's rated M, which I don't think they even did, by the way, but I thought they might. Because I worked at Target and I had to ask for ID when I sold them rated games. And she took it very, like, somewhat seriously. She was like, are you sure? Like, this is a super violent game? Is this a scary game? Are you sure you're ready for this? And I said, yes, I am. Like, the gameplay is going to be so sick. It's not because I want to see people get their heads chopped off. It's because I heard the game is really good. And she said, okay, I understand. You can get it. And I got it. Shout out to my mom for being a good mom. And she was actually right. Because the first couple nights I played it, I was scared shitless, man. I couldn't sleep. I think I was 14. I could not sleep afterwards. I'm not ashamed to admit that game. At the time, that game was scary. But now I think kids just whatever. They don't even. They just have Game Pass and they just play hella M-rated games like all the time, and nobody even knows. They talk about kids being raised by screens now, and it's not to say the parents are bad parents. It's just that nobody even knows. Like kids can effortlessly access adult-rated content, whether we're talking about games or movies or something else, in seconds, in literally seconds. So for those of us who did not grow up in that context, it's hard to even get your head around. And their parents would never know. Even if they're trying to be on top of things, it's really hard for them to be on top of everything. Because it's all digital. As long as they're alone in a room with a screen, they could be doing anything. And it's hard for 13 or 14-year-olds to play games like GTA. As long as they understand, have a good understanding of this is not the real world. This is a video game. Things that are okay in this are not okay in real life. And it's more than that. It's more than knowing that it's not okay to cut somebody's head off. It's really having like a decent understanding of the actual world, which a lot of people do not have at all, even adults included. So if the parent has done a good job imparting the good morals or whatever on their kid, then I don't think a game is going to change that. I agree completely. Well, I think there's like a passive danger to like tons of people where their primary onboarding into the human race is done by an iPad. I think that is like probably already causing us some problems as a civilization. I'm dead. I started playing GTA because of cars. You mean like the movies? Or you mean because you like cars? Let's put that last thing too. That was pretty good. We're having some good talk tonight. We're having some good dialogue. I'd like to be known for my gameplay, but I can also be known for my hot take. This is all right. Shout outs to cars. I never have been a car guy, whether we're talking about the movie or the driving object. That's like a sin if you're a young guy in America to like not say that you think cars are that sick, but I really don't. But sometimes it's fish and sometimes it's money. We obviously could burn all our healing items to get through the staircase, but then we'll have nothing for the boss fight, which can be dangerous. Oh, I'm gonna let these guys kill me. That was just a bad run. It's the wrong way. It is the wrong way. I think most games should have a child settled, so if there's blood and a child wants to play it because of something, there should be a setting to turn it off. I agree. This is more of a thing back in the day. And the thing is, I think this is probably still true setting. Yeah, I think this is probably still true today, even though the average parent is more digitally savvy than when I was growing up. Like, my parents didn't know anything, man. I was a good kid, so I would tell them, like, this game has getting cut off in it, but they didn't know. But like, even still, I think the average parent is not tuned in enough to even know where to find these settings. That was always I think either the ESRB or GameStop ran a series of ads about this, trying to say like, hey, talk to your local, game retailer, talk to the guy at the counter. He can tell you what's in these games and how to disable the blood, and how, because even if it's there, a lot of parents don't know how to use it. Especially think of soccer moms, who is the target audience that like cares about this. Like, the dads don't care. The dad's like, go ahead, watch RoboCop if you're 3. I don't care. The moms don't know how to turn the blood off. So yeah, accessibility is important. Like putting it in a place where it actually works right, and it's good to find it. Yeah. After all, we're here for the gameplay. I mean, unless it's a very certain kind of game, I'm not here for the violence. I mean, I play Street Fighter, which is rated T, where you can get like blown away, and the character just gets back up. Because it's just not that kind of game. And anyway, as other people point out, isn't it more dangerous that we have gambling in these games? Like gambling with real money with loot boxes rather than the virtual violence or virtual gaming? Like games can get an M rating for having a virtual casino where you spend fake money because casinos are scary. But if there's real gambling with your real parents' money, that does not get an M rating. That's kind of fucked up. At the start of the game, they could show the setting. Yeah, things like that. More disclaimers about what kind of content. Like, again, in terms of loot, like microtransactions as well. More disclaimers about that kind of thing. I don't think publishers really have to disclose that stuff. It could always be better. I don't know. I think for the gamer bro audience, there's a certain amount of pushback where we're like, bro, don't take away all our blood, drug, sex, and rock and roll. But like, you can have the option to turn it off without taking it away. I think that's always a good thing, because then more people could enjoy more games. What's wrong with that? Game like Roblox was tons of kids play Roblox. Yeah, there's lots of messed up stuff in Roblox because there's user created content. So someone can create some user created content that's messed up. So that's a concern too. That's why Nintendo was so locked down on games for such a long time. Because they were like, we don't want to put anything in our games that could enable anyone to put vulgarity in the game. But even Mario Maker, you can make a level that looks like a dick. So the bar is really low. What's their stat they mentioned? The Pirate Software says time to penis. Don't quote me on that. Where it's like, how long before something comes out does somebody make a dick in it? Excuse my language. This stream is mature. This stream is appropriately marked as adult content. I think we're doing better, but it's hard to tell. And the best thing to do is if you can get some yellow essence on the ground, you can use that to do a level 3 attack. And then you can keep chaining that. That's the best way to deal with hordes of enemies in this game. But easier said than done, man. Okay. And is there more at each landing? Is that the case? No. Okay. Well, now there's nobody behind me, so I can charge freely. That's kind of good. Yeah, see, if you time it well, you can use all that yellow essence. And then you could do it again. I don't know how many guys are left, though. I can't see. I missed somehow? Oh, the new Devil May Cry anime is out. Did anybody watch that? Isn't it if I'm going in one direction, right? If they're all in front of me or all behind me, that's the way to do it. They're close by, it's dangerous to charge the yellow essence. From here, maybe? Easy. We could do it again. And that's the way to do it if you can. We gotta get that guy before he does the suicide attack. Yo. Okay. Oh. Bro. We are on very hard, so this may affect the number of guys that is spawning. There also has not been any health in a while. That is brutal. We can heal. I just do not want to do this again. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just mashing heavy attack. I assume there's someone who can get executed. We juked him. That was pretty good. How? How can there be more? Sorry, my spelling ain't accurate. My phone's keyboard's broken. That's okay. I'm impressed that you can type that much at all. The reason kids are aware mostly is because of games like GTA. Yeah, like the culture breeds an awareness in a way that wasn't true probably when I was a kid. Where if you weren't exposed to something, you had no way of knowing it even existed. Pre-internet. But now anyone can find anything. So kids are aware that M-rated games exist even if they don't have them, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's what you meant. How can there be more guys? How? That's why I'm really questioning if you're supposed to kill all these guys. Because this is just an absurd. They do seem to end eventually, though, which makes me think you are. There is yellow essence on the ground, so if I can get to safety, I can use that. It's only level 1, but yeah, it's enough to do a ton of damage. It has to be. How could there be more? Bro, there's more. Okay. We did it. Is this the same stairway? How many enemies? Dude, this is crazy. Like I said, I've never been this far before, so this is all new to me. Okay, here they come. Oh, these are harder guys. We did not see these guys last time. They throw exploding shurikens, which is very hard to deal with. Because of that reason. I can't believe it. It's fish. Unbelievable. This is insane. We can heal. Is there actually yellow ninpo down here that I can still use? No. How many of these guys is it gonna spawn? This is crazy. This is crazy, dude. This is brutal. I don't know what to do. I did not expect this. Considering this is not even the last chapter, I did not expect this. Fatality, bro. Dude, I got bodied. That was crazy. I cannot believe there's that many guys. I'm struggling to think what I could do differently. And I don't know if there's anything. I mean, even if I don't get touched by these guys are not really the problem. Is there not a second route? Good question. I will go. I'm gonna run to the top and see if you can bypass it, just to know, and then we'll decide what we want to do. But I at least want to know. I was just pausing. This guy has a healing item, which, don't get me wrong, is helpful, but is not really what we need. Because I don't know if you need to kill them all to drop the wall at the top there. It's not spawning more if you don't kill them, which makes me think it's kind of semi-optional. That's dope. And now they've caught up to me. I was hoping it was free money. And then the gap's too wide for you to do this. You need to do like a 3-ray wall run, which is hard to do with tons of guys here. See, like that? I don't know. Maybe it lowers when you kill them. Not from there. Okay. That's really hard to get, like, not get hit long enough to line yourself up properly. If that's even the way, you might have to let them. Let's try this. Is there any lore behind this game? Yes. It's kind of loose compared to a modern game. Ryu's part of the Dragon Ninja Clan, which is generally dedicated to stopping demons. Whereas the other ninja clans maybe partner with them or are neutral. But they actively want to stop demons, so the demons hate them, obviously. And so even back to because it's originally the original Ninja Gaiden is an NES game. And even back to that game, that's the story of the original. Where the bad guys are trying to collect some ancient artifacts to resurrect demons, and Ryu's trying to stop them. Which is still the story in this one, basically. It's very loose. Like the start of the game says, oh, they're trying to resurrect the Archfiend. You start giving the cup to the guy. Yeah, you can't run along the wall there. I don't think you can do anything. I think you have to kill them. Interesting. Yeah, so he's one of the last left of the ninja clan, the Dragon Clan. You see his dad at the start of the game. You know, Elden Ring, it's not. But there is some world building. It's like a semi-fictionalized version of the real world. Because there's made-up countries like the Vigor Empire and stuff like that. But yet they also mention America, and one of the stages is the Statue of Liberty. So it's not a fantasy world either. Maybe you can go off the sides? I don't think so. Try. But I think I really have to kill all 2 billion of these guys, man. The first thing we should do is use this, because we're maxed out on the... And I don't know if maybe being up the top here is better. Because at least nobody can spawn behind me. I said, not knowing if that's true. So you can tank some damage while you're charging the ultimate attack. But the problem is with this many guys, even 1 or 2 of those attacks per wave will be enough to get me killed. Maybe that's the way to do it. Maybe that's it right there. But see, even if that happens just a couple of times, we're in trouble. And then when the claw guys spawn, we know we're getting close. I'm looking for a switch anywhere or anything like that. I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. Imagine this game in first person, that'd be crazy. This would be a very dangerous VR game. Because some games have mods, which is fun to me. I try to do all the Halos. What is that software? There's a software that ports non-VR games to VR. It works okay. Like, it doesn't make the VR have VR controls, right? You don't have virtual hands, but it puts it in first person, and you can turn your head to look around, which for some games is cool. I tried Mirror's Edge that way, and it was pretty immersive. Like, I felt like I was, you know, given that game's kind of old, so it doesn't look, like, super realistic. But I felt like I was there. I forget what that software is called. SideQuest? Maybe there's a newer one. It was some weird third-party app that I bought for PC, and then you connect your Quest with Link, with Quest Link, whatever it's called, the Wi-Fi streaming. I was a big VR fan for a while. Like I was like pro VR for longer than most people. When everyone's like, it's dead, I'm like, it's not. There's tons of great games. Yeah, it never got, you know, that many big AAA games, but there's tons of cool stuff to do and try. But the publishers just never got behind it the way they could have. It's more cool ideas than it is cool full games. I don't think that's enough to get people to buy it. So then it becomes a vicious cycle where if there's no sales, then who's going to make these big games for it? But besides like Half-Life Alyx and like Boneworks and other games like that, there's not that many. I think SideQuest is for downloading games from Minecraft on VR. So yeah, SideQuest is how you can load. It's like the side loading thing, right? Isn't it? I've used that as well. I set it up to. I have a Virtual Boy emulator on my Quest. Paintball VR is hard, expensive, yeah. And like I get it because they're more expensive to develop, but nobody's gonna spend $50 on a game that's less than 10 hours long, which often was the case. I think that did a lot of damage. I think you're totally right. Bro, I don't even know. Am I dead? The sweet release of death? It hasn't even spawned the claw guys yet. This is madness. I can't even believe we got as far as we did last time. Spent 30 quid on a game called Bone Lab, and I completed the story in 2 days. Bone Lab is cool though, but I didn't finish it to know how long it is. But there's a lot of cool side in Bone Works, the first game. There's a lot of side content you can do, which if you're into that, it can make up for the price tag. But I hear you totally. Compared to on Steam, you can get a game that's like 1,000,000 hours long for like $5. It's hard to make that value proposition. Especially, again, for people who have limited money. I think that has a lot to do with why VR did not do that well. Boneworks story was so fun. I enjoyed it a lot. A lot. I like the universe they kind of set up there. I like Stress Level Zero a lot as a developer. I have not kept up with whatever they're coming out with next. Hover Junkers is cool. Duck, whatever that game, the Duck Hunt game is, I forgot what it's called. Okay, let's try to actually lock in here because we gotta finish this one of these days. And if I can put them all to one side of me, I think that's generally beneficial. Oh, he got me. He got me good, bro. Did I use my last healing item? I don't know, dude. I think I should have. Gorilla Tag took over VR now? I did not know that. Any game you find is mostly a game with outlaws and you move with your hands. It's cool, though. Look, when VR first came out, you know, the VR hands weren't even a thing. The original Oculus didn't even support that. That was a new thing. So it's cool that it's come full circle. First time I ever played VR, I threw up because when you were getting over. Oh, getting over. That would make you throw up, man. I read some tips for that when I first started, like having ginger ale and running a fan while you play, which I think helps. But some people still get motion sick. Dude, I don't know if I can do this. This is insane. And believe it or not, this is not even the hardest difficulty. There's a higher difficulty. is cool, but I want more gun type games. There's Pavlov and some other ones. There's that. There is a like VR battle royale. I forget what it's called, but not as many. There's not a good Counter Strike VR. There's not a good Halo VR. It never got some of the big franchises. I don't know if there's a Call of Duty. I'm looking forward into my fan. That's like the old when the Wii first came out. And they had to send you replacement remotes because people were smashing up their TVs. Okay. Halo VR would be sick. I agree. I'm a big Halo fan. We do a decent amount of Halo on the channel as well. There's nothing to play right now, but we played a bunch of Infinite multiplayer when that came out. All right, we had an ad coming up, so I'm gonna try to get to the staircase, and then while the ad runs, I'm gonna go grab a drink. That's the current plan, and then we'll try the death staircase again. I played it, but I watched a lot. There's the Master Chief Collection on PC. You can get like the first 5 games for a pretty good price if you ever wanted to play the campaigns. Somehow they're not dead. Die. Thank you. Games like Rec Room. Rec Room was really fun. I played it only for a little while. And it's cross-platform, which is really cool. Alright, we got the good old ad coming up. So I'm gonna skip the cutscene, grab this healing item. We'll be right back in like I might not be back right when the ad ends, maybe like 2 to 4 minutes. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll be right back, Arena. Alright, man, we're back. See if we can do this thing. Clean. One cat, add two cat. It's a catastrophic day. I have two cats. They sometimes, if you see where the webcam is, hey, my light's not on. You see where see the couch a little bit there? How's the cat's? I don't know what else we can do as like an alternative method of offense. There's no way through it but to do it. It's good to do it early, I think, even if you only get one or two guys. You only need one or two more essences to keep the chain going. This may be the intended solution, since you have time as they're running up the stairs at you. Cat is cat X3. Hey, there you go. I can't argue. It's like a word problem. It's one of those word problems. Uh-oh. I think we already are screwed. Once we take that much damage, we're just screwed. I did not mean to do that. I think Art of the Phoenix is better for this part. Now, when the next wave comes, I'm a cat expert, bro. You can teach me a thing or two. My cats are not well behaved. And when the next wave comes, we can charge. This is the way to do it. We're giving up a lot of money. The yellow stuff is money. Because there's not really EXP in this game. But you can use it to charge your attacks. Oh no, we didn't get any. Maybe that's when we should use magic. No, that's so much damage. Oh, we broke it. There is a way to break throws in this game, but I don't really understand how it works. I knew he was behind me too, man. Uh-oh, we're so low. I don't want to heal in case like we get healed after this round of guys. Okay, which we're not. Maybe here? I can't see. Bro, ow. Okay, we could use a small heal. I think that's legal. There's more guys anyway. I missed it. Bro. I did not want to collect all that essence. I wasn't fully started up. Once you're spinning like a Beyblade, it's hard for them to interrupt it. So that's the target goal. Uh-oh. Oh, oh. Oh, there's men. Hopefully they'll run into it. Yes, success. Oh no. Bro. The stairs are tortured. Dude, I have never... There's nothing like this in the first game that I can recall. This is insane. I hope there's no boss fight, man. I hope this is the end of the chapter. I mean, it's not... No matter how good I do on this spot, it doesn't really help my chances because I can go in there with full life and it's still going to be hard. The stairs don't like you, dude. It seems like they're cursed. Ouch. Trying to finish him. There you go. Oh, is there a way this way? No. No such luck. Cursed stairs, dude. It's like a what you call it? Series of unfortunate events. Do they still make those? Those novels? Am I dating myself? Showing how old I am? Okay, let's collect the herb. And there's nothing over here, right? I think there's no way to do it but to do it. Like I said, even if you do really well in the beginning phases, one guy could randomly get a cheap shot on you and do like 50%. So that is just hard. Maybe we should try to eat a few less shuriken. Like release our big attack a little sooner. Not like that. That's not correct. I have an idea. Just hit me, dude. I'm absolutely open to any and all ideas at this point in time. What is the door at the top? I think you might be able to run on the wall to get through there, but it would be hard to do with the guys still swinging at you. I tried that once. Because you're right. Like, it seems insane to think that you have to fight all these guys. It seems like maybe you're just supposed to escape. But I couldn't find the way out. I think I might have seen one. Hold on. We'll take a look if we find an opening. Oh, the cat's coming in. Could be a cat cam. Okay. Now we can at least advance to the next platform. Like I said, this does not seem bad if you can get it going. Because then after each round, when the game considers you out of combat, it will heal you back to the red spot on your health bar. So you can get through without using too many healing items. If you're willing to sacrifice all this yellow essence, which at this point, I'm going to go ahead and say that I am. I think it's 3 rounds of these guys, and I hope it's just not 3 rounds of regular guys. You see that bird? What is their birds? Now I gotta heal. See, I was doing much better when I was just spamming legendary attacks. Legendary attacks? Ultimate attacks. I don't know what a legendary attack is. It seems good. I don't want to jinx it. It seems good. We're doing okay. This could be the run. Oh. I thought we stocked up enough essence. Don't get scooped by that guy. Yeah, that's the big danger. The bird, yeah, dude, I did not expect that bird. Okay, hold on. That's per. Oh no, we blew it. Oh, how? That's nice that he dropped health. We aimed at the correct direction, which is nice. Is that gonna heal me? Yes. Okay. 350, damn, it's late. I didn't realize where you were at. It is 11, it's 10:50 where I'm at. I'm in Eastern US. I notice we get more international folks on YouTube, which is fun. Okay, now it's these guys. So we're making okay time here. This could be the run. The nice thing is we know none of them are going to come behind us. They should all spawn in front of us from here on out. Famous last words. No, not this guy doesn't care about those rules. He lives by his own rules. Almost at full health. This is as good as it's going to get, I think. I was trying to charge. Okay, success. I just can't see anything, which tends to negatively impact things. It's also good because it gets me through the exploding shurikens if I'm doing the spin attack. See, if they get one attack off on you, that's like 30%. Oh my lord in heaven. And if you run, they just do that. Oh, we might be screwed. Bro. I don't want to do all that again. I can't see. Am I dead? I can't see. Bruh, bruh. Oh. Oh, dude. Thanks for the encouragement, but it wasn't enough. I can't believe it. I can't believe there's that many guys. No, dude, I don't, and who knows how close we were? That could have been the last round of guys, or it might not have been. That's the worst part. I don't know. I don't know what else you could do. Like, that's it. This is a pain in the ass with the big sword. Try and run to the top and see if you can get there. I'll try that this time, just because this is getting out of control. Now we're getting bodied by treasure chests. Will work, because there's no way. I don't know. This game is crazy. I could see it either way. That just seems insane. How much money do I have here? Just out of curiosity. It doesn't really matter. Right about 15K. That was a pretty good run through that part, at least. At least. And this heals you to full regardless, so I guess I shouldn't really worry about that whole part. Well, almost full. Trying to match through the cutscene. I'm curious to check out a speedrun of this game to understand what people do there. Well, yeah, right after I kill these guys, I'm gonna try and run. I'll try and make a run for it. That's my new plan. We may only have one chance at it before they catch up to me. So what you could do is run along the wall there. Maybe. No, but look, he's not even running on the wall. Usually if you hold the direction towards the wall, he'll start to wall run. So he does in this middle wall. But the side walls doesn't do that. You can't even run up them. which is definitely on purpose. I think it will lower once you actually kill the guys, unless there's a switch you get a hit with the bow and arrow or something. But they usually don't do that. Like, this is not Zelda. I think there's no way to it but to do it, man. This game is insane. Absolutely. It's famous. This game and the first one are renowned for their insane difficulty. And this is on very hard, to clarify. You can play on normal or even easy, and it's not this crazy. I think there's less enemies and they do less damage. But no, this is more than I bargained for. I mean, you know, it's just not that, like, fun or exciting. Like, what am I gonna find on the 200th enemy that I didn't find on the 100th enemy? Like I said, this is not Dynasty Warriors. At least now they'll come from the bottom towards me. That may be advantageous. Maybe, I have no idea. Can you not run up the front wall? You can, but you can't get high enough. There's a limit to how high you can run. So I was thinking you could do like that. You could run sideways and then up the middle part. Like in like a triangle, which you have to do at some parts. But I don't think you can. I think that wall will lower once we kill everybody. I think that's it, man. How much money do I have now? How much money am I earning from this? A lot, like a lot. I already earned like 5,000 just from fighting those couple of guys. Seems there's like it's on boss fight. I'm hoping there is no boss fight in this chapter. I'm hoping this is the end of the chapter. That at least would be one small act of mercy, which knowing this game will probably not be the case. But how many? I'm just curious how much. Oh, let's concentrate. We'll worry about cash later. The thing is, you don't really have to even look, right? Like you can, as soon as you charge the attack, you can let it go. There's gonna be somebody there. Because doing it this way, you do not get the opportunities for the free heal. So maybe now's a good time to heal. Yeah, that healed us to full. How are we on money? Almost 30K right there. I mean, these guys are not really the problem. I have these. I shouldn't say that. Open my mouth before I get myself killed. What chapter is this? 12. 12, 13. 12 or 13. We got this. We're letting it rip. Yeah, so it's the big guys now. And we're doing okay, but we were last time. Bob this. Bob a heal before something stupid happens. fact that some spawn from the bottom is like extra brutal. Because you can't run from these guys. They'll just blast you. Huh. No way. Okay. Ah. I have, how much do I have more for heals? We'll try to save at least the big grains. Although we're gonna have a ton of money, we can always buy more. I guess that's true. No way! Trying to execute some of these guys. I was mashing for my life. Bro. I have no idea how many guys there could be. I should get some distance before that happens. How many are left? Is this the last guy? Could it be? Could it be? Bro. How can it still be going? This is insane. I try to grab that essence. Dude, how can there be more? This is crazy. Alpha's good. How? Better spend it all. That is the last item that I have. Ow. The health, jeez. Ah, god damn. Oh. Dude, I don't know. Dude, I don't know, man. That is crazy. I can't believe it. I think we might have to admit when we're licked. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I could try it on a lower difficulty. But I don't know if I have another attempt. I mean, there's no Google Chrome ice cream cone. Dude, that was brutal. I can't believe it's that many guys. I cannot believe. There's no way the game expansion. Well, I don't know, dude. I don't know. That is just literally insane. There's no way. I'm like very on the fence myself. That is crazy. That is definitely not what I expected when I queued up the stream for tonight. Person who made this game likes to. Yeah, I mean, even by NES hard standards, that's just ridiculous. Because there's a shop I missed, right? I could go buy one more grain of spiritual life to be able to heal a little bit more. But in the end, I don't even know if it matters because no matter how well you do, you can still rapidly die from one or two surprise attacks. Yeah, I'm really like irritated. To be honest with you. Because I try to be mindful of this when picking games for the stream, right? I don't want to pick a game. I don't mind trying a hard part 20 times in a row, but that's not a good stream game. So I tried to vet that somewhat, and this game is usually not like this. Right, there's over 5,000. There's definitely like over 200. These guys are easy peasy at this point, honestly. The other guys are hard because they throw the exploding shuriken, which makes it hard for you to build up your charge attack. I think this will be our last attempt to come hell or high water. As a fire, yeah, exactly. Let's put this on. I just forget to put this on. Oh. Get some health and some magic back. That's actually pretty good, right? We haven't used any items at all, and we're at full. That's pretty good. People who made this part said to themselves, let it rain hell. I think I read something that when this game released, this version, it didn't have as many guys in a certain chapter, which I assume must be this one. And then some people wanted them to add back in the original amount of enemies, so they did. And I think they shouldn't have, because this is just dumb. We have no choice here. Has to be over there. I don't think so, unless I'm missing something. But there's no, you don't have any additional like movement abilities in this game, or like an air dash or anything like that. Oh. 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 That's a lot of unnecessary damage. No way, dude. Getting bodied. Oh. Splatted me against the wall. I don't know, bro. This might not be the run. Maybe that's it for that part? Okay. Now we should use a grain here. Put us to here. Go watch a tutorial. Be my guest. Usually I'm a no backseat gaming kind of channel, but this is a rare case. Beyond all expectations. As soon as I get hit with a shuriken, we'll let it rock. And that's it. I think as soon as you get hit with one, it's like you're screwed. Okay. I just kill that one guy? Thank you. That's all I'm trying to do. That's okay. That might have overhealed me slightly, but it's okay. I'm watching the tutorial by all means. Alright, that's good. Nimpo is good. It like barely detonated. I think as soon as you hear like the arm come off, you should finish him off. And just let it rip. So me coming back down here is the secret? I don't know, dude. They're being nice and not throwing shurikens, so let me not question it. Okay. This guy ate his Wheaties. That it? No. Don't be foolish. Oh no. Bro, I'm trying to heal. And then maybe run again? No, but then there's more. Then there's more, dude. This is crazy. I got nothing in the tank, dude. Bad news, I'm pretty sure you have to kill them. Damn, dude. Damn. Well, at least we know that it's here now. I think we're gonna have to call it. I want to believe. I want to believe in the dream, but right now I can't believe in the dream. That's a pretty good like 2.5 hour stream, so I'm satisfied. But thank you for telling me. Money Donuts. Thanks for hanging out, man. It was very nice to meet you. We stream like 3 or 4 days a week. So I hope that we'll see you again. Let me find somebody to raid. This guy's cool. We raided this guy before. If I even finish this on stream, it will not be for a while. I mean, there's plenty of other games in the sea. We'll do some Street Fighter, some Tekken this weekend, or maybe something else. Next stream usually will be on Thursday. We typically stream Tuesdays, Thursdays. But I always post in the Discord. Have a good night anyway. Thanks a lot for hanging out. You guys, people, anyone else who's hanging out, lurking in the YouTube chat, I appreciate you. Thanks for the subs, the follow. Yeah, absolutely. Well, this has been fun. Yeah, very nice to meet you. It's fun just that's the fun of streaming. Obviously, we're a small channel, but it's fun just to meet people and hang out with people. So thanks a lot. I appreciate you. Everybody have a you'll be well.